A tired parent let ChatGPT babysit their 4-year-old for 2 hours and then admitted it on the internet.
Social media star Liver King has been arrested days after sharing a bizarre video where he appeared to be calling out the podcaster Joe Rogan.
Can someone please explain to me what the is going on with my TV? Like, this is not blended. Oh my god, what the
Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, we'll be reacting to mysterious TikToks you can't unsee. If anyone's new out there, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it today, guys.
I just called the police. Get out front of my door. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you. Get out front of my door right now. The police on the way. Go!
Just days after this happened, Jasmine records a video and points out something that makes this whole encounter even creepier.
In the 3 years that I've lived here, I have never seen this door come open. Ever. Like, you can't. But in the video, you saw the door just came open. Who opened the door? Like, look at it. Like, pitch black. Like, make it make sense. Like, how?
This whole occurrence is pretty strange. It's what happens next that's by far the most unsettling. This is where things start to get pretty weird, because after reaching out to property management and getting someone to open up this door, this happens.
Okay, y'all, so property management sent somebody up to come take a look, so I'm gonna let him do what he do, and I'm gonna stay back here. Light works. You say the light works? Y'all, he said the light works. Oh, Lord. What is that? He's holding. Y'all. What the hell is going on? Y'all see all these little kids? They have put kids' shoes up in there. Those frozen Elsa boots, whatever you want to call it. Those boots are my daughter's.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Guys, it wouldn't take me no more than like 45 minutes tops to have my entire family shit packed up and moved out. I don't mess with the paranormal, guys. No, thank you. Is it painted?
Joe, did we go to the moon?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. It makes you sound completely insane to say it, but
I lost a lot of friends when I was younger when I started talking like that.
I did too. Listen, man, I've talked to scientists that don't want to talk about it publicly.
Yeah.
Scientists.
Well, see, you know what I figured? I figured that would be the one time in the history of civilization that human beings got to a new place and said, nah, I'm good, and turned around. And
Exactly.
I don't want to look around there anymore.
Well, he's got a great quote, and he says, there's not a single thing that's not easier, faster, and cheaper to reproduce today from 1969 except the moon landing. It's the one thing. There was a news thing where the news stations, the networks didn't have a direct feed. What they had was they filmed the moon landing. They showed it on a projection screen, and then the networks pointed their camera at the projection screen. That's why it looks so. The moon has trillions of dollars in rare minerals on it. There's all sorts of shit on the moon that would be very beneficial to society. And it was always going to be that we're going to have a base on the moon and we're going to use that to go to other places. I don't think so.
It is wild how this conversation still comes up after all these years. It makes you wonder, though, you know what I mean? Like, is it healthy skepticism, or are we all just allergic to trusting the government? What do you think, guys? Did we go to the moon? Let me know down below.
Please tell me that you are following the story of the couple who have sold their belongings to live in the desert, to only be out on their property the other night and find a child-size sawed in half like femur bone.
What?
And so they like called the police, and the police were like, oh, okay, we'll look into it. And then, I don't know, they're going along and they see piles and piles of children's clothes, specifically little girl clothes in different sizes, different, you know, like pink this,
Wow.
pink that, pink shoes, pink glitter, Jordans, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. And a pair of men's boxers. And then they're keeping going, and they find like men's boots and all this stuff. And I mean, like down to the point where he's like, I hope I don't find a foot in this thing, right?
Yo, definitely wasn't expecting that one, okay? These poor people, they literally moved off-grid for peace and freedom, and what, ended up in a serial killer's closet? I swear, guys, you can't make this shit up.
Alright guys, I can identify most animals out in the wild here in West Virginia. However, I found one that completely baffled me, and I guess it's the reason I installed a dash cam, just in case there might be something interesting I catch. I'm just driving along a rural road, kinda late at night, and I saw a creature that I thought I knew what it was, and then I doubted myself, and then I thought I knew what it was, but it was a different creature. Anyway, what I saw appeared to be a cat on the left side of the road. Looks like a cat, but it runs like a raccoon. And something's just not, and it did some kind of flip pounce on whatever the heck it happened to catch, and it just does not look like a cat anymore. But I know it's not a raccoon, and whatever it is, I'm thinking is not native to this area, because I just, again, do not recognize it. So you guys tell me what the heck it was I just saw, because I'm confused.
Raccoon. Oh no, it's a possum.
Oh, it's got something.
No, it's a cat.
It's a cat with something in
With
its
a
mouth.
possum.
It's a cat.
We
Can you
can't
see
see
it?
him.
Yeah, I can't see him.
It is a cat, and he has a rat.
I mean, it's a cat, right? I mean, it kind of looks like a cat with a limp, like a pimp cat with a limp. Or maybe it's a cat with an injured leg. I don't know, guys. It's definitely not a possum. What do y'all think it is? Let me know down below. Listen, guys, I'm not certain, but I'm like 99.999% sure that we just witnessed insurance fraud, okay? What? I believe that that was a certain type of cocktail on a zip line going into a car. Twice. I don't know. Maybe they wanted a new whip. I don't know. Why'd they record the whole thing, right? Like, what? Crazy.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go, buddy.
What's he pulling?
Let's go, Wade. Come on, Wade.
What's he got, a gorilla?
Вообще изи катка. Просто изи.
No shot. No chance, guys.
He's just chilling. He's trying to
I'm not a betting man, guys, but I'm pretty sure I can safely say with 1,000,000% certainty that this man stands no chance, guys. Guys, the freaking tiger looks like he's flossing his teeth with the rope. He looks like he's about to fall asleep. This guy stands no chance, guys.
Why does a B-2 bomber have a bed, a toilet, and a microwave? It's not luxury, it's survival. The B-2 Spirit isn't your average jet. It costs $20 billion, and it might just be the most jaw-dropping aircraft humans have ever built. It can fly for 44 hours straight, strike targets anywhere on the planet without ever landing. There are only 2 pilots on board, no backups, no support, so they have to take turns. While one flies, the other sleeps. They swap shifts, eat in rotation, and stay sharp the whole time. This isn't just a cockpit, it's a flying break room. Everything inside the B-2 is designed to keep the crew focused, functional, and safe. Stealth doesn't just mean dodging radar, it means staying cool under crushing pressure. 44 hours, non-stop, zero room for error. They carry out missions the world may never know about. No cheers, no welcome home parades, just 2 elite pilots doing something history might not even record. And when they finally land, there's no need for applause. Because flying the B-2, that's not a job, that's an honor. So, do you think you've got what it takes to fly one?
Oh, that's crazy. That thing costs more than a whole country's entire military budget. Okay, and you can't even see it on radar. That's insane. Guys, the B-2 doesn't fly. It haunts the sky like a ghost, but with bombs. Bombs. He killed his wife on Facebook Live.
On June 14, 2025, a young mother went live on Facebook with her husband. What followed will torment viewers and leave a dark mark on the world. Zaria Carr, a 27-year-old influencer, and her husband Sean Marcus, a Frenchman Carr, a bulldog breeder, had built their lives online as a perfect couple, happy family photos, candid moments with their 2 children, and the kind of relationship that seemed unbreakable. But behind the scenes, their marriage was falling apart, and that night, everything came crashing down. For nearly an hour, they aired their dirty laundry for all to see. They both accused each other of cheating, shouting who betrayed who first. But then it got darker. They each claimed the other gave him an incurable STD. As their argument escalated, the livestream took a terrifying turn. Sean Marcus grabbed a knife. "This is the type of bitch that gets beat," he said, the blade flashing in his hand. Zaria nervously laughed, asking, "What, you about to stab me?" Sean Marcus' response was chilling. "If I get off this life, you ain't gonna make it out the door." Zaria's nervous laugh turned into disbelief. "Damn, I gotta die about that?" And then the live stream cut off. Minutes later, police arrived at their Georgia home. Inside, they found Zaria unconscious and severely wounded. She was later pronounced dead at the scene, stabbed by her husband. Sean Marcus had fled, taking her black 2021 Dodge Challenger with him. A statewide alert was issued, and just after 11 p.m., deputies spotted the car. After a brief chase, Sean Marcus turned the gun on himself and shot himself in the car, dying from the self-inflicted wound.
I don't know, guys. Why is it always Facebook Live? Like, why do these weird things always happen while on Facebook Live? Like, yo, Zuck, what kind of platform are you running over there, bro? Guys, here's a quick tip. If you want real happiness with a significant other, just ditch social media as a whole. Just get rid of it all. You're welcome.
A 26-year-old Brazilian woman, Juliana Marins, has died after falling nearly 1,000 feet into the crater of Mount Rinjani, an active volcano in Indonesia.
What a shame.
Marins, a publicist and pole dancer from Rio de Janeiro, was trekking with a tour group when she reportedly became fatigued. Left to rest by her guide, she was later found missing. She was eventually spotted by tourists, injured and trapped without food or shelter. Rescue teams were dispatched, but harsh conditions delayed the mission. By the time they reached her days later, she had died from her injuries and exposure. Marins had been solo traveling across Asia since February, sharing her journey online. Her death has sparked grief and questions around the rescue response.
What a shame. And let's make one thing crystal clear here, all right? This poor young lady did not, I repeat, did not pass away from the fall. She passed away waiting 4 to 5 days for these people to get up off their asses and go rescue her. They knew she was there the entire time, guys, so...
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Stephen Greer. I'm in Mexico City. As many of you know, we've been examining the boogosphere for the last 2 days with Congressman Burleson and a group of scientists. We've just been notified by Jaime Mason that there was an attempt by fake policemen to enter the vault where the boogosphere is stored. And we have notified security and the apparatus I'm working with under law enforcement. And you should know that the other risk here is that we have taken specific samples from the boogosphere that will be tested in a state-of-the-art lab to prove whether or not the metal, as well as some of the other components, are of Earth or outer space origin. Those scientists, the information have been provided to the top law enforcement and security apparatus that I'm working with. And so any sort of attempts to interfere with this examination will be known, and the people and perpetrators will be held to account for. So this is what I wanted people to know, and we're doing everything to set up security for this. Thank you.
I don't know why people keep saying that this is a hoax and that it's been disproven, because that's not the case at all, guys. This thing fell from the sky in Colombia and nobody has any idea what the hell it is. If you ask me, it looks identical to the ball that Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn found in the movie The Watch.
What's that? Oh, scientists were studying earthquakes, but then stumbled across something wild? What was it? Oh, it was just an ocean under our ocean. What? Yeah, these scientists found an ocean under our ocean by accident. But I'm sure there's no way we could have known this before, right? The crazy part about this, though, is that the ocean they found is 3 times bigger than our oceans that we have here on the surface. Fun! They said that it's very likely that there's millions of species we're unaware of in this other ocean. They also believe they could be as large as dinosaur-sized species in that ocean, and that they may have already broken through into our oceans. Oh,
splendid. Yo, Earth really said, new level unlocked, sub-ocean, proceed with caution. Guys, make no mistake, they're not telling us this because they want to keep us in the loop. They're only telling us this type of stuff because they can't keep it a secret any longer. So, big difference, guys.
Have you ever wondered how rare your body is? If you have golden blood, you are one of 48 known humans on Earth. 1% of people carry a gene mutation that lets them sleep for 4 hours a night without feeling tired. I want to know when we can clone that, because that would be great to have, honestly. 0.1% of people are born with a tiny hole near their ear that has been said to possibly trace back to fish gills. 1 in 10,000 people have a second row of eyelashes that grows from their eyelid. 0.5% of people have an extra rib bone growing from their neck instead of their spine. 0.06% of humans have eyes with 2 completely different colors. Only 5% of the population in the world has amber-colored eyes. 5% of people have extra taste buds that make bitterness and sweetness way more intense. Less than 1% of people have a gene mutation that makes their bones nearly unbreakable. Only 10% of people can voluntarily wiggle their ears. I definitely cannot do that. 35% of people never get at least one of their wisdom teeth, not even hidden under their gums.
I got one for you, buddy. I have absolutely 0 of what you just fired off. So what are the odds on that happening? Golden blood, unbreakable bones? Come on, guys. Where are we fighting these kids? Hogwarts? And while we're on the subject, how does one learn that his bones are unbreakable in the first place? Anyone?
So this guy buys this doll at a local antique shop, but when he brings it home, this is what happens to his daughter's Cabbage Patch doll.
This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch doll. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries. But wait, there's more. I even cut the wire to see if that would stop it.
There are no batteries in her, and he cut the wire. Somebody even tells him to check the feet, and he does, but there's still no batteries in there.
That thing is terrifying.
Like, if it's doing all that during the day, what does it do in the middle of the night?
Right. Throw that creepy ass demonic doll in the trash can, light the trash can on fire, take the remains, throw it off a cliff, get an 18-wheeler, drive over the remains, back up over the remains, and if that doesn't work and this creepy ass doll still shows up at your house, call the Ghostbusters.
Sometimes shit happens, someone has to deal with it, and who are you gonna call?
All right, this is super impressive, everybody. Look at this. Looks like a kid's cutout picture. As we get closer, it still looks that way. Look at how dimensional this is with the staples and the bear. This is all a painting. It is flat.
What?
The incredible shadows. Look at this. I mean, you could almost see underneath it, but you can't.
That is amazing.
This is a flat painting. The artist, right here, Bill Braun, and he did a couple of these. Look at this. It is just
crazy,
amazing. I was blown away by this. The level of detail in the shadows to recreate what is the simplest form of art that we've all experienced. Mind-blowing.
Wow, talk about art that kills. Guys, I know it's a painting, and like I know it's flat, but for some reason my mind just won't allow me to believe it. Does that make any sense? And guys, listen, I'd be the idiot getting kicked out of here and arrested because I couldn't keep myself from touching it.
Okay, so I'm giving everyone an update from that last post because that blew up quick. When I turned my TV on, this is not what I was expecting to see. I still don't know what's going on. It's still on every channel. I've heard some people saying that it's from like a snippet of a documentary. I don't know if my TV's getting hacked or what. If anyone else has experienced this, let me know. But I'm confused because my other TV is not doing this. Other TV is working as normal. So any advice would be great because this is a little scary, not gonna lie. If anyone else had this happen, I don't know.
Here's her problem. She posted these to TikTok when she should have been posting these to Reddit. Listen, if you ever want a real internet gumshoe, and I'm talking like don't fuck with cats / Tiger King type of sleuth, you gotta take these right to Reddit, guys. Listen, when the Reddit community comes together, lights out, game over for whatever they're after, guys. Period.
Or anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. Honorable. And we don't have to pretend or make any videos. The world is watching. They'll make the videos for us. And you don't have to hold a camera. You can hold the hand of somebody that you love, because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling. You're going to need something more than what you did to give you something to fight for, because I have my family to fight for. And I'll die for them, you know that. And you're a black belt, but you've never come across something like this.
So this dude eats raw testicles daily, but couldn't stomach Joe Rogan ignoring him. And now he's doing push-ups in a holding cell. From Liver King to Looney Tune, for the love of God, will someone quick get this man some cooked food and a therapist ASAP?
The Elon Musk thing that just happened, the spaceship that blew up.
I mean, even the other day when they...
Whoa! Whoa! What? That's not good. There's theories going around that the government is trying to stop Elon from actually going to Mars because there's some that he's not ready to see yet. Or they're not ready to let go yet. Elon, you know how much money he spends on that tech?
Yeah.
And they're trying to say, oh, it's just a tank failure. What? It didn't even get off the ground.
They're trying to stop it.
Yo, his first rocket that he tried to send up, I think it exploded randomly, right? He said that they sabotaged me. I feel like I'm being sabotaged.
Oh,
yeah, because I've spent so much money. Like, is there like a missile they send to get it?
They send like double agents.
Yes.
Whoever's working on it can like mess up the calculation. Like, yo, we're not sending this guy to space.
Yo, and he's bragging about it too. He's like, yo, I'm going to Mars. What the hell?
Oh my
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Starship 36 explodes before making it to orbit. But yeah, we made it to the moon in 69 with those paper computers. That wasn't a launch, guys. That was a $3 billion fireworks show with commitment issues.
What? If you have not been following the Boca Aquarium situation, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. So this woman went to what she thought was an aquarium. She gets her kids together, packs their stuff up, finds an aquarium in her area, and she goes there. But instead, it's a jewelry store with fish tanks. Now, you may be wondering, how would you get that confused? Like, Google it. I did. And they advertise themselves as an aquarium, like offering field trips and saying it's an educational experience. You look through their whole page, it looks like a legit aquarium. So she wasn't petty or mean about it or anything. She was like, what? Like anybody in their right minds would be. I understand where she was coming from 100%, and I will defend her on that one because I've looked myself. But now the aquarium is crashing out. Do yourself a favor, go to their page, Boca Aquarium, and just scroll through the videos. I sat there watching it for a good 10 minutes. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's if they have a social media manager, it may be time to rethink that and get some new employees in, because this shit is wild.
Imagine hyping your kids to go see sharks and stingrays and sea turtles, only to arrive at a jewelry store with a beta fish guarding a Rolex? What? Not an aquarium, guys. That's a jewelry store with emotional support guppies.
A tired parent let ChatGPT babysit their 4-year-old for 2 hours and then admitted it on the internet. A parent shared on Reddit that they were exhausted after 45 minutes of non-stop talk about Thomas the Tank Engine, so they tapped out, picked up their phone, opened a ChatGPT, handed the phone to their kid, and said, "Tell the computer all about Thomas." Look, I get needing a break when your kid is talking your ear off, and sometimes you do have to get stuff done, but this parent made a choice. After this parent let their kid talk to the ChatGPT for 2 hours, the transcript was over 10,000 words long. Now this parent's wondering if they messed up because their son thinks that ChatGPT is the coolest train-loving person ever. Chat set the bar super high, and the parent doesn't think they can compete. While some people thought this was cute and relatable, we gotta address the elephant in the room. Hi, ChatGPT is not meant for use by anyone under the age of 13. This child is 4 and doesn't know the difference between a chatbot and a real person. Meanwhile, we've got adults out here developing parasocial relationships with AI. How is a 4-year-old supposed to navigate a robot BFF? It's gotta be confusing. And maybe it's just me, but I'd be a bit worried about a conversation between a kid and AI going in a darker direction. It wouldn't take much for an innocent conversation to take a very hard left turn. Call me old-fashioned, but supervision and caution should probably both be exercised when introducing new technology to young children. Hours alone with AI just doesn't seem prudent for a preschooler. Of course, parents should get breaks when they need them. Parenting is exhausting. Just be aware of how you're facilitating those breaks. So if you're ever thinking about giving ChatGPT to a preschooler, maybe think about popping on a movie instead. We don't need a kid out here living the movie Her before they start kindergarten.
Listen, guys, I'm not saying that I agree with this mom, and I'm definitely not saying that what she did was right. But how is this any different from the mom who puts her kid in one of those jumpy things or a playpen and puts on Baby Shark on repeat right in front? You know what I'm saying, guys? It's not the ChatGPT. It's not the kid. It's the parents. It's the parents. That's all I got for this one, y'all. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Fam, we are on a mission to 100,000 subscribers this year. I'm pretty sure we can make it. I just need a little bit of help from everyone out there. So if you like what we're doing, please, guys, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Sub up. Join the Unreal Army. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.